Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the Florida Gators and the Texas Longhorns. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Rich Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Guys, checking in with the Gators head coach before the game. His running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week, he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity, and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Back to you.
Just keep an eye on that, Holly. Play action, here's Manning. With the catch, it's Wingo. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they missed an opportunity for a nice play on first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Arch is going to throw for it. Got his man. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Manning with a play fake. Finds his big tight end. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. And the Longhorns go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and goal. Running the red zone. It's Smothers. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorn.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game. So how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. So the Florida Gators offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And here comes Aaron Philo. He's coming off a tough day in which he threw a couple of interceptions and only 1 touchdown pass. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And that is absolutely not a surprise. Great job by the defense. And what did they do? They doubled. Palmer, you got a number one receiver out wide that we know they're going to force feed. How do you take it?
There's some room. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The Gators look to keep this drive humming. They'll give it to Ball. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Looking to throw for it. It's complete. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. The Gators, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. The run inside. It's Pryor. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Moving out to the right. He'll get rid of it. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Bring in the heat. Out of the backfield, he's open. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Run in the red zone, it's Ball. Maybe some room here. He'll be knocked down, but not before doling out some punishment and getting 7. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give on the counter, and they get him down.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck, no holes anywhere.
Wants to throw on third. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Manning on play action. Pressure coming, and they got it.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Got it behind the line. It's Wingo. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Fakes to grab. Runs through a man. He might have space. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
One of the things I love about this wide receiver, it's not all bombs and posts and go routes. 3rd and long, you just kind of run him not too far down the field. He makes the catch, and he's so dangerous, making moves, using his speed and elusiveness. He finds a way to get that first down and keep the offense on the field.
The Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Oh, they're after him. He's sacked. This defense all over him. When a defense gets a sack, you know what they want? Another sack. 3rd down coming. Arch Madness. Under fire. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Longhorns send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Nowhere to go on that one. That'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
To the air on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Mays. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Running inside. It's Pryor. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down. And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again. Still running at the 40. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. The Gators pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Out of the gun. The running back has it. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And you want to run the football, right? And that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Pryor. They've got him now. He almost picked up that 1st down on the screen.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Well, as this offense is trying to find their rhythm and try and get on the scoreboard here, trailing 7-0, it's been the running game that has gotten them into position in this drive, right? You're down in the red zone now. It looks like the quarterback's probably going to have to do his part and make a big throw. Let's see if he can do it.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in 3rd and short because the whole playbook is open, and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback getting rid of the football, getting the 1st down, now set up 1st and goal.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
There's really never any doubt with this guy. The coaching staff always talks about his leadership and his mental toughness. That was a bad interception. on the opening drive, but he's able to turn the page and show you his short-term memory and just come out and stay aggressive, sling it around a little bit, and this offense is able to answer with a touchdown of their own.
And how nice is it if you're a coordinator to have a guy like that you can depend on? Like, he doesn't dwell on the one mistake. He doesn't let it turn into two. A lot of times you can see that snowball effect, man. Just a nice bounce back for him individually and for this offense to put the early turnover behind him.
Here's Arch to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Townsend. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Longhorns are in the hurry-up.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Motion from the wide receiver. The give on the counter. Fights off a defender. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You know, God bless Texas because they can lose great running backs, and they just go into the portal and they get a great running back. Oh, no, they got two great running backs. To get Smothers, to get Brown to come over, obviously guys with experience at big-time universities. I expect Texas to be able to run the football and, Jesse, have one of the best 1-2 punches in all of college football.
Yeah, I mean, they want to come play with Arch Manning, let's be honest. And they know it's an offense that defenses are going to be worried about the deep ball, throwing it downfield. So a lot of soft boxes to run into, and there's really no excuse for why these running backs shouldn't absolutely stat it up this year. Steve Sarkisian told us they're going to be committed to running the football and having balance because of those names you just mentioned. We're expecting this running game to be elite.
And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Pulls and fires complete. Corralled and brought down by the defense. Or will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Quick release on the RPO. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
In the red area, it's Smothers. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the RPO, complete. Shakes off the defender. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Send the tight end in motion. The RPO, it's complete. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. It'll be third and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Manning lines up in the gun on third down. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be fourth and short. And the field goal unit is on the field. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. Finds his big tight end. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped them pick up that first.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Fires it incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Pocket breaking down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Gators decide to punt it away. Not only did he nail it, the direction is perfect as it heads to the sideline. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Manning. Here's a hit. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
He lofts one down the sideline. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They make the stop. It'll be 4th down. The defense does have a timeout to use if they want to try to put up points before the half. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Punt is in the air. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages. Because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And the ball is batted down, incomplete, but a flag flies, and it looks as if the defender got there a little early with the contact. So the penalty for pass interference will allow this offense to run one more play on an untimed down. To the air on 1st down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that full Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the hat. The Longhorns will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Abrams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
Guys, the Florida head coach told me coming out of the locker room, they want to get their running back going. As you know, he is squarely in that Heisman conversation at this point in the season. He's been so productive every game, but not yet today. He's getting touches. They're giving him opportunities. He's just got to try to get a better start at the line of scrimmage and hit a home run here for voters. Reese?
Thanks, Holly. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Jaden Ball. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pryor. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
And I think one thing people don't...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Looking for a push on 4th down. Inside the 45. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Florida! They take the lead here in the second half.
Man, you'll take that on offense, 4th and short. You're just trying to stay on the field, but the defense lining up all those bodies close to the line of scrimmage. You get in the second level, that's a house call. That's exactly what happened there.
You ain't like all those bodies trying to be so aggressive and so downhill. Don't give up the short yardage situation, but that's what happens sometimes. You miss, and then nobody home runs it the rest of the field and gets the big touchdown.
Here comes the Texas offense. So as soon as they step on the field here in the 3rd quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Some misdirection with the counter. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Oh, they really could have used that catch. Their physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down. The Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Now on the return. Makes a move. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Might have a chance. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. This has become almost automatic. 4th and 1, go for it. They did, and they got it.
No doubt about it. No discussion. I don't need to consult my offensive coordinator. I don't need to consult my defensive coordinator. We're going for that, and we're going to get it, and we're going to go for it. And if we don't get it, we're going to go for it the next time.
Well, I like the idea by the offensive play caller here. You're trying to get aggressive. You're trying to find a chunk play, but that time, QB and receiver can't help that.
The run inside. It's Pryor.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. From the gun, wants to pass. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And the Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away.
How about the turn of events there? You're going to go play defense. You didn't even have the football anymore, but what do? You scoop it up. You almost put the ball in the end zone. You go inside the 10 and set your offense up. What a momentum swing.
Going to the run. It's Pryor. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
He has stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. They'll go to work, trailing 17-10, and hoping to put together a productive drive. Running inside, it's Smothers. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're
Makes the grab and room to run. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
That's a really good job by the defense reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now I got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play. Now you have to make them earn it now on the next down.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. They give it to him again. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Wants to return it. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30. He's piled up 76 yards on the ground in this one and now sets his sights on a 1,000-yard season. Here's Jaden one more time. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
The Gators are flying down the field. Going with the counter play here. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Takes it down to the 41-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
And, man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop you.
The Gators kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Been showing them the run, now they'll throw it. Rush is on him. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Boy, was that last missed field goal huge. That keeps these guys in the game if they can get something going on offense right now.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here. In the 4th quarter, you're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
And the Longhorns will line up to punt it away. Nice directional kick there like a solid iron shot. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Hey, guys, here on the Florida sideline, I am keeping my eye on what's going on with their field goal kicker right now. They do have a little bit of a lead, but in this opportunity, can they rely on the guy that's already missed here in this game? Coach can go for it, but I do see him talking to the kicker, trying to gain some confidence, make sure that he's ready to go if they do call his number. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the 1st down, new set of downs, let's go.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's 1st down. This time he wants to throw. Here comes the heat. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And watching this offense the past couple weeks, man, everything's hard. And they got to find a way to get some easier routes, some quicker throws, some higher percentage things because they're just not hitting at a high clip. And they got to find a way to make things easier and alleviate some pressure off their quarterback.
Here's a give the ball. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Obviously backed up against it. Time running out. Got to get the football back. 2 good plays. Now 3rd down. I stay aggressive. Have to come after him. If they decide to throw the football, so be it. But stay aggressive. Get that football back for your own.
And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. What a huge play, what a huge mistake that was with that last interception. And now this offense has a chance late.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Fires to the big fella. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9. So now it's 2nd and long. They go play action with Manning. Looking left. Makes the grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Longhorn. Extra point here will tie the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with. Exactly. Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Ball again. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. They're working that left side. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. Whistle blows, clock stops, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. That's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting it to the ground.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Here's the pressure. And down he goes. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. And the Gators line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And they'll mark this one at the 15-yard line. Here's Manning to throw. Hauls it in.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Soft spot in the middle. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. He's got it on the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved him forward just a few. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
Well, I know it's early in the drive, but we've got less than a minute to go here. We've got to be more aggressive. We've got to take some shots and put some pressure on the defense.
Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Lofts one high and deep. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. The Longhorns will call on their punt team. Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This one is about finding the balance between being aggressive and not being reckless, Jesse.
The only way this thing works, though, if they're going to be aggressive, this offensive line has got to be able to hold up here for this QB.
Yeah, because you need to take shots beyond the sticks so the clock will stop. You can save every second you have.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Fires one high and deep. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And this team's been very solid all across the board. And it's got to be a fun unit to coach, especially when you got quarterbacks out wide that you can just depend on. You can leave them on islands, you can vary coverages, and you see it right here. He breaks on the football, he understands where it's going, and that's such a luxury to have a guy out there that you can trust for a whole football game.
They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, you look at the clock. They've got time for one more play, but they're out of hit.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. He's looking deep. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. And the takeaway is the exclamation point. The game saver for the win. We'll get it started here in overtime. On the run, it's Smothers. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Ready. 129. Go. Ready, go.
He'll run it again. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
What a great play by the linebacker. Do you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. They'll try to put 3 on the board and take the lead in overtime. It's good, and that was dead solid. And they go back on top. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Got his man. He got it in. A walk-off touchdown in overtime.
Quarterbacks quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the